In my life, I have seen 3 generations of women bearing stitches or crucifixes across their chests like battle scars that they were proud of. They were a triad of bad ladies with backs that could carry the atlas in its true sphere, possessing strength they never dared to drop even if they needed to. They kept as still as statues, with the world on their shoulders and no complaints about it. Sarah, Grandma, you and I were never really close, but I never got how you could read me with a confidence when our conversations were as deep as one of your dog-eared gossip magazines. All you knew was that I liked to read, and I only saw the shallowness of your stylish clothes within your 5 closets, but your shotgun voice, like the pistol you used to hold within your fingers, ringing past the eardrums down the block. Down the block, created a framework composing our family portraits, and if I listened to it closely, I could still hear it singing Etta James, a Sunday kind of love in my kitchen. Your iron-led heart and belief in chains, linking us something past our genetic combinations, provided love, reminiscent of the royalty in your first name in the book of Genesis, Sarah, Sarai, and your hometown that bordered Birmingham. Tuscaloosa, you gorgeous Southern belle. You always stressed the solid foundation for your kin, past the higher ground that Stevie Wonder preached about. And if you ask me, you are living proof that the Moynihan report got it wrong. Because of you, my uncles became men more than any father or sociological finding could ever explain. And when you tell me that you are proud of me, my mouth has the audacity to grin each time, because I get my Nina Simone, Mississippi goddamn mind and Eartha Kitt fire from you. Wendy, I wanted to give you something as a token of appreciation, something past the prime of Tupac's Dear Mama, because you were the first person to teach me about black feminism through your masterpieces of ebony royalty you call goddesses hanging on our walls, TLC songs, and your own ethic as a single mother. Raising 2 girls with intentions of power and craftsmanship of queens on a chessboard deep in our marrows, and no poem I could write will ever express the love I have for that. I will never truly know the cost of the emotional incisions you called sacrifices for us, but I always believed that it lay between the Billie Holiday sadness seeping out of your skin after a long day of work and an malleable backbone line with a childhood of 3 brothers by your side, tough but lonely. But you refused to display that like one of the women in your murals. You were the first person to show me how to hide hurt under blankets of smiles. I've watched you come to a truce with the heavens and its impatience for my dad's footprints to hit their marks. I've watched you dance around your pain when the days are winding around your Aurora Monroe storm composure, and you telling me when I start worrying, you can start worrying. But I still cried for you. I still felt for you even when you couldn't feel for yourself, and I'm still trying to find a way to convey that without expressing weakness, teacher, because you instructed better than that. You told me one day that I was just as strong as you, Mama, and to just keep pushing. Kalia, little sister, the Arabic calligraphy in your first name loops together to match your spirit, everlasting, eternal, immortal. I have seen the Kurt Cobain pits of your baseline insides, high play hide and seeks with everyone around you. I have seen the fast-paced drumming orchestrated in your sternum, hoping to reach past the rib cage, hoping to be heard past the rib cage. I've seen your struggle of self against self, dying to gain a sense of nirvana. At first, I was one of the many people that never tried to understand it, because you and I were like Beyonce and Solange. Different, but compared to one another one too many times, so I never really got to love you properly. So now I think I can. Sister, hugs have always been the bane of our relationship, but I can still recognize the beauty in you with just one look, because you've always had that. With a grit in your fingertips whenever you play a stringed instrument, a wisdom past our 4'11" heights combined, and an honesty that no one has ever touched. You are the first and only woman that can make me feel dumb and not actually be okay with it. Because whenever I hear you speak, I catch glimpses of a lady that is closer to God than anyone I've ever known. Sarah, Wendy, Kalia, Grandma, Mama, little sister. You three have given me a blueprint womanhood line with Tazaki Shanjay's colors and choreography, black roses and a lion-like loyalty to one another. You women deserve to be immortalized. This bloodline exudes a longevity past the lifeline on my right hand. So I'll do this through confessions, through almost as real as the words that you have given me. And if my lover ever asks me where I get my Samsonite strength, I will tell him that I have a core of you three women down the signatures of my spine on my foundation. Thank you.